with me that the trick to getting big arms isn't actually how you train, but it's what you train with. We only train arms with the Lego bar.
Right.
We want it calibrated to be exact.
Right.
I mean, it's just the only way.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Josh here, Fogelitis, and you are watching the arm workout that Joe Bennett and I hit the other day at the gym. Had a really good workout this day, which was surprising because the night before I went out to a Van Halen concert and was out pretty late, so I was pretty tired and everything, but we trained pretty early. I think this was like at 8:30 a.m. or 9, I can't remember. I think it was 8:30, but surprisingly I had a really good workout. The pump was awesome, my strength was up, felt very full, very good in the gym, so I can't complain on that aspect. But what I can complain about was the Van Halen concert. Let me start by saying that Eddie Van Halen did awesome. I mean, that's really the main reason I went, is ever since I was like 13 and started playing guitar, all I've wanted to see was Eruption played live, and also Running with the Devil, because I love that song. But I wanted to see those played live, which I got to see, which was absolutely amazing. But David Lee Roth does a horrible job live. All he kind of does is talk throughout the whole thing, not really sing, and really just added his own lyrics and stuff. But you're not here to listen to a concert review, so I'm gonna stop talking about that right now. But yeah, so today's arm day. We supersetted we supersetted everything with a bicep and tricep, or tricep and bicep exercise throughout the entire workout. And arms is something that I'm really prioritizing on bringing up this improvement season, as they aren't the best in the world. And I actually believe this is my first arm video I've posted, because I've actually been quite embarrassed of the size of my arms, because they're nothing that impressive, and it's partly my fault. Well, it's actually all my fault, because I've really never trained them correctly, or just kind of skipped out on them in general. Like when I was powerlifting, I really didn't train my arms more than like 3 times in the 15-week prep I did for my meet. So I mean, that's quite a long time without really doing anything to train arms. And after that, I really didn't do too much for arms until I started working with Matt, and then we really started prioritizing them, training them multiple times a week, different rep ranges, different exercises, and they started growing very very quickly once we started doing that. But now we're still just trying to get them bigger, trying to get them caught up, and that's one of my main things that I'll be working on this off season. But here's Joe and I doing preacher curls. And as you can see, there's like a little ball on the grip, and this just kind of helps you keep not be in such a fixed point position throughout the range of motion. It actually allows you to get some supination on the preacher curl, which usually a preacher curl machine doesn't allow for that, as your arm is going to be typically angled inward. We're also trying to keep our elbows more inward on this too. But I actually to be honest, I don't care for training arms. I find them to be very boring, and it's just nothing that impressive like my lifts or anything. I mean, it's not like squats or deadlifts where it's fun to do. You're just doing curls or some sort of extension type movements. But I actually do thoroughly enjoy doing preacher curls. That's the one arm exercise I really like. I used to do those all the time, blood flow restricted, which I actually haven't done BFR in quite some time either. Just been focusing more on regular lifting and training a bit heavier rather than using the lighter loads. But this is one of my favorite tricep exercises. These are a skull crusher variation using dumbbells. The focus here is really to get a full stretch and then go all the way up just shy of lockout, keeping tension off the elbow joint here. But I'm also, as you can see, my feet, I'm not getting a bunch of leverage from driving into the ground. I'm just trying to really focus on only using my triceps to move the weight rather than incorporating other muscles or getting some leg drive out of the movement. I'm actually As I'm as I'm doing the voiceover for this, I'm actually pretty tired right now. I just woke up from a nap. Oh, I got home from the gym and I was planning on doing this right away, but I started watching Alvin and the Chipmunks movie and then I fell asleep. And I actually really like that movie, especially Theodore Chipmunk, because he's like the little fat one. And it's like, wow, I feel like I can relate to
That one. All right, so we're gonna call this a Abetted Extension. My last name is Bennett. I'm gonna say that I made it up. So basically, overloads the tricep in the lengthened position, but kind of in a unique way. So you see the whole point. It's kind of form critical or form intensive. The start position, basically fully lengthening the tricep, at least the heads that don't cross over the shoulder joint while under tension. Taking it fully lengthened position as far as the upper arm is concerned to full extension, so holding it at a point there, and then you're going ahead and completely lengthening the tricep because we're lengthening at the shoulder and lengthening at the elbow, and then completing another rep to full extension. So you're kind of just taking the tricep through various lengthened positions while under load. So works great kind of towards the end of a workout. Again, don't really count reps because I think each rep probably takes about 15 seconds to do. So it's more of like a time under tension thing. So just kind of, if you hit the points, hit the pace properly, and hold it where there's a lot of tension, it's just brutal build up.